eyes so clear. Broken walls that scream at sister.
Alright, what's going on, Crew Lanes? This is your boy Jesse. I'm here with Marissa, my sister, and my
Hi.
father, Manuel.
How you doing?
So today we're gonna be discussing about back in the day compared to now. Honestly, tell us a little something about back in the day.
Well, what do you want to talk about? We got a
Alright. Tell me about style.
Well, style ain't like it is today. Back then, I mean, you just barely buy a t-shirt, and maybe during cold weather, a jacket or something. That's how you used to you used to dress. But they used to sell expensive shoes back then. The shoes were like, I mean, they sell expensive shoes now, but I mean, the shoes they used to wear back then are like British Nikes, Reeboks, and somebody wears Nikes. The Cortezes, no, but I'm talking about back then. Somebody used to wear some dark blues here. But
We're not gonna say any names.
yeah, I'm not gonna say no names. But anyways, yeah, I mean, back then it didn't take very much to, you could dress up and stuff like that, and there was all kinds of different ways of dressing back then. We had the Western, we had the cholo, we had just the sport look, everything like that. And I mean, like my brother, he used to go to the mall. Yeah, my brother he used to go to the mall and shop like for expensive shoes. I really never bought expensive shoes or expensive clothes. I just wore regular clothes. But back then it wasn't like we didn't have to have like real dollop clothes to like they do now. And then also too, back close to like when I was in junior high, what hit a lot then was they used to wear fluorescent colors too. They used to wear a lot of fluorescent colors back in the day. And I mean, it didn't take very much back then. You didn't have to dress like all, G'd out and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I don't know how it is today. What do you think? How do you guys dress?
Honestly, these days you got those guys who are wearing like really tight jeans with like holes cut in them. Like I don't know what that's about these days. If any of you guys can leave a comment in the subscription telling me what's up with the style of guys wearing pants with holes in them, man. Like I'm not into that kind of style. Like I'll try to mix in with the new era, but that kind of confuses me. Like I get it. Y'all want to wear those name brand tees and name brand pants, but I don't really roll with that open hole pants stuff. Like, and I get everybody got some brands like Vans, Nikes, Adidas. All and Converse or Timberlands. Like me, like I roll with Timberlands. They're pretty dope. But like me, I'm kind of into some of what that style. I'll wear Timberlands. I'll wear joggers. I'll wear like some name brand shirts. But just going towards the rest, I don't get the style these days. Like Mike, tell me a little bit about the girl styles.
The way the girls dress.
The way the girls dress.
So I believe girls are dressing now these days with short shorts, like booty shorts, or wearing crop tops or stuff that show too much. Like I honestly think that's not a good thing of this generation for girls to wear, because the way it kind of makes you look. I mean, you could be cute, but out in public, nobody want to see, especially these 13-year-old, 14-year-old girls out here with booty shorts or with crop tops, or them showing their boobs, and no one wants to see that kind of stuff. I think girls should not be dressing that way. I think you should at least have some type of respect for yourself. I mean, that's honestly right now what I think.
True.
Okay.
Oh, I also forgot to say too. Like even though I did it freshman year, but I regret it big time. But the stretching of the ears, man, come on. Like I know I was kind of stupid enough to do it, but I got out of that. I went to hoops. I don't know if you can see my hoops over there in the camera, but me, I rock hoops now. Because before, I used to be about that stretch ear stuff, but then I got out of it because I thought it was dumb. But honestly, I still wonder about that. Why do these kids stretch their ears for? Like me, of course I did it. It was it's done already. But I regret it though, because I regret it. But I see those kids don't regret it. They still have them. Like I wonder what was the whole point of that, man. And it's like, you know, I get kids want to wear piercings, they want to wear diamonds, hoops, they want to stretch their ears. Like, you know, I guess that's the new style these days. The styles these days, like him back in the day, it was hoops. It was one hoop.
One hoop we used to wear on, just one hoop.
It was one hoop or one diamond.
Yeah, we didn't wear like like they do now. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, because you know sometimes I admit it does look cool. I mean, I see like the when they're wearing the two little diamond ones and the hoops, they look cool. I think they're cool. But I mean, back in our days we didn't wear that. I mean, we just wore like one hoop or a little diamond or something like that. That's it, you know. But that's the way. I mean, back in our days, I mean, it went from everywhere from to clothes to music. Like music back also to music nowadays. You know, like we used to listen to rap, old school, and then I also listen to rock and stuff like that, rock and roll, and a little bit of country stuff like that. But I mean, yeah. But I mean, the music now, if you listen to rap, I mean, it's cool. Like I said, I mean, my sons listen to it and stuff like that. It's cool and stuff like that, but I mean, I'm used to the old style, like Ice Cube and Dr. Dre, you know, Eazy-E, NWA. I mean, you know, music like that, or the old style rap and stuff like that.
I actually would like to comment on that. Honestly, like, yeah, it's good music and all, but this generation of music, I don't think is really good. I'm a personal person who I really love the 80s. The 80s are really cool to me. Honestly, my dad over here introduced me to the 80s. And I love the 80s. I love the old school music. I love the style. I love everything about that, honestly. But the music now these days, I honestly think it's kind of really stupid, because they're making a song out of any little thing that they say. And honestly, the words, like, the song doesn't even mean anything anymore. It doesn't have that meaning anymore. It's just like a dumb, honestly.
Well, let me kind of correct you on that one. Well, it's not the fact that it's dumb. Well, some of it's dumb, but some of it is like, you basically, what it's about these days is, you know, you can basically make a song and you'll get famous off of it, you know, like there's so much ways to get famous these days, you know, like there's these rappers that are coming out that claim to be rappers, but like they're mumble rapping, man. Like a lot of people say in their videos, there's a difference. There's the old school rap back in the day, and there's the new school rap, but it's not like they used to. The back in the day, they would spit bars, man, like straight out raps. These days it's like mumble raps, man. It's like, and I honestly think that it's just, to me, to other people it sounds like, you know, like, oh, this is a dope song. To me, it's like, it sounds like, you know, it's just it sounds like a guy just, you know, using the words over and over to do a rap. You know, it's like he's just mumbling it over and over.
And not that we're capping on new music.
I know, I'm not capping on new
because
music.
some of it is good, but some of it is
yeah,
good.
there's a couple of dope songs out there.
Some of it are just like, I mean, I guess people, I mean, in order for the song to be famous, I guess people must like it, you know. But I mean, I think some of it is just a little. It's not even music. It's more just like it says, it would be repeated, you know, repeated or something like that. I mean, the song is like, it doesn't take very much nowadays to make a song, you know. It doesn't make very much stuff. I mean, you know, you got all these songs that it looked like they made them up in like 30 seconds, you know. They're just like, you know, like that song.
Like that
I
one song. I work hard.
I work hard. I work hard. I listened to that song. I was like, what the heck? It didn't take very much to make that song. I mean, it not very much started. I mean, the song was like, I was like, what the? I guess. I mean, but I mean, in order for them to be playing it, I guess people must like it. But I mean, it like I said again, nowadays it doesn't take very much to make a song. And I told him, man, I guess it's that easy to become famous. I go, I'm gonna write a song too. Just pick a word and just say it over and over and over with the beat on the back, and maybe I'll become famous too. You know.
Okay, so the next thing you would talk about, we will talk about, is careers or working in general. From your day to our day.
Well, the thing about our days, you could get a job real easy back in our days. Anywhere, like, you know, I hear all these teenagers nowadays talk about that it's hard for them to get a job, you know? But back in our days, you could get jobs anywhere. I mean, you could get a job at McDonald's, get a job at anywhere. I mean, easy. But nowadays, it seems like they made it harder. You know, because nowadays, what do you guys got to have to work in a restaurant? What do you guys...
You have to have food handlers, you have to have experience, and They just are very high standards about a lot of things now these days.
Yeah, and back in our days, we didn't have to, you didn't have to have no food handlers and all that. I mean, and it was really easy to get a job. But nowadays, I mean,
Too many
a lot,
requirements.
yeah, a lot of kids walking around saying, "Man, I can't get a job. Man, I can't get a job. Hard to get a job. Hard to get a job."
Honestly, I could say that there's a lot of like me, my experience of working, of going to different places is that some places ask for too much. They ask for too much experience. They ask for too much. They ask way too back. They're like, oh, what was your previous job? What was your other job? What was it? It's like they ask for too much these days. Like he said, like you can apply for a job back then. You can get a job like boom, you have a job already. And it's like these days they ask for too much out of you. They either want a resume, they want you to have full on time experience, or they want you like straight out to have like some sort of certificate of something. It's like it's pretty complicated.
But the thing about now, I mean, the thing about they need to understand, which is that a lot of these kids are coming out of high school. A lot of these kids never worked before, and they're trying to get a job and trying to, basically get going. And nowadays, it's like I said, I hear the same thing from a lot of people. I can't get a job. I can't get a job. It's hard to get a job. It's hard to get a job. You have to have this. You have to have that. And back in our days, you didn't. You didn't have to have any of that. It was really easy to get a job back then. And like I said, I mean, and one thing is getting really a lot harder for young people, which it shouldn't be, because young people are barely getting out, so they should make it easy for them, to basically start their life, a career, like she says. And a lot of them can't do it. A lot of them are struggling.
Like I get like what they say, you get out of high school, you go to I get and if you guys want to comment about that, about the whole college thing, I get, when you get out of high school, you want to go to college for a better job, but not everybody has that time on their hands. They want to straight go to work, start making money to get their life together. Like me, for instance, like I'm not going to college right now. I'm working right now. I'm getting my life together. I'm doing work. Like college right now is my last thought right now. Like I get, there's some of you out there that want to go to college right after you get out of high school, or you want to like straight on, train for a career, like you want to be like a nurse or a doctor or something, like you want to straight do that. But it's like, but there's some people who want, who straight want a job, but it's hard to do that because a lot of people want you to be certified for something, want you to have a certificate straight out of college for something. It's like some of us, we don't have the time for that. Like me, I never had the time for it. It's like me, like I have a job right now. It's like I just work. It's like I don't have time to be going to college right now. It's like, so there's some people like me who don't have the time to do that kind of stuff. And I know it's important, go to college, get a better job, get a degree, so you can get paid more. But I get it. I understand it. It's not that, it's not like I'm hating on college or anything, but I'm just saying, like not everybody has time for that kind of stuff. I know like most people would comment in the description saying, oh, that's why you go to college for. I know. I get it, but like me, as like people like me, I don't have time to go to college. I'm just working all the time.
But also, I mean, like she was working and going to college too.
I was gonna go to college for a good little while when I thought I knew what I wanted, but then I had to take a break and had to work because that's something I needed to do. I needed to get to work already, and so I'm keeping it on hold until I go back. But everybody's different, honestly. There's some people who go to college and will get like a degree or a bachelor's or something like that, and then there's people who rather just work and not go to school and take up all that time that's going to be needed for school.
Yeah. But I mean, also, well, like I tell them, like I tell my kids, I go, do your best. I mean, do your best. Try to get out there and get a job. And I mean, I know it's going to take time, but do what you got to do to get one. And they've been doing pretty good and stuff like that. I mean, yeah. Comment on this stuff, on the stuff we're talking about. You guys have any questions?
Yeah, we want to know what you guys think. So please go down in the comments and let us know. And also, if you do that, we will give you we will give you a shout out in our next video. If you comment down below, like this video, and also, like I said, put your notifications on so you get a notification every time we post something. And also, our next thing will be electronics and like those type of things.
That's one thing I talk to them a lot. Back in our days, we didn't have like the stuff they have now. we didn't have laptops. We didn't have phones. We didn't. I mean, there was phones. Don't act like we're. I'm not trying to say we're in the dinosaur days and stuff like that. I mean, we used to freaking rock to talk to them. No, no, we had that stuff, but I mean, back then it was a lot harder to get that. To get to have a cell phone, to have, like the stuff they have now. I mean, nowadays, even little kids are walking around with cell phones. Back then, I mean, when we were growing up, if you had a cell phone, because you had money, and we didn't have internet either back in our days either. So I mean, you found stuff to keep you busy. Like I said, you would go out, go hang out with friends, do stuff like that, and then and nowadays, I mean, it's all about phones, it's all about internet, it's all about the social media, which is like Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, and back then we didn't have that. Back then you just basically did it without, and it seems to me that the more stuff they come out with, that people get excited, but people get tired of it real quick. I mean, you see all this stuff on YouTube, like all these challenges, which is cool. I mean, a lot of them are cool, they're funny and stuff like that, or whatever. But I mean, it seems like nowadays people get bored real fast, so they have to come up with challenges and all this and this and that and that and this, and I mean, that's how, as fast as technology moves, that's how fast people are moving, and people get tired of stuff right away, so they have to come up with something to do. And I mean, I'm not trying to down that stuff or anything like that. No, I mean, everybody's got to move with the times and stuff like that. But I mean, I was telling them, back in our days we didn't have that. I mean, back in our days we were actually out.
Well, I can kind of compare to that, because when me and my sister growing up as kids, we didn't have electronics either. I might have had a PlayStation 2, and that was pretty much it. But I wasn't on that most of the time. Like me and her and my brother, we'll be outside playing all day. And my parents would actually have to drag us inside. Like, we would, if it wasn't for them dragging outside, we'd probably be outside all day, all night.
And that was us too back
then.
then.
Our parents would have to drag us inside. It's like, these kids these days, they got tablets, they got phones, they got PS4, PS3, Xbox 360, all Xbox One. It's like, they got so much stuff going on these days, electronics. It's like some kids forgot about what fun is like, what it's like to play outside, what is it like to be with friends outside. Because honestly, like, I could say that a lot of these kids with the electronics, it's like I could say, like, because my little sister, like, some kids learn how to use a tablet before they even know how to write or spell. It's like kids know how to use YouTube, kids know how to use games, they know how to use
My little daughter can use a laptop, a tablet. She gets on YouTube. She does all that. How old is my
She's like 4.
Yeah, and she knows how to do all that.
Yeah,
and it's like she doesn't know how to she doesn't know how to write or spell yet, but it's like she does this smart little thing. Like she's intelligent in that little way. Because people like that. Like, comment below about that too. Like that microphone right there at the corner when you get on YouTube. She presses on it, and she says what she wants.
And it'll go to.
And it goes to that. And it's like she knows to do that, and it's like she knows electronics so good, but it's like, kids learn that stuff before they know how to, like, spell or read or write. It's like they know electronics, boom, right away. That's the thing that trips me out. But like us when we were kids, we might have had our, like, little electronics, like a PS2 or something, but our parents were having us read books. Like, we'd be busy reading a book or something. Like we'll be practicing up on, like, how to read or something. These kids, like, I get there's apps. I know you guys are gonna comment about that. I know there's apps that try to teach kids how to read and all that. But back in the day, like I was saying, when we were kids, we would actually be reading a book or something. Like, we didn't really have stuff like this. Like, so it's pretty much kind of still new to me sometimes. Like, I'm learning new things all the time. Like, oh, there's some people ask me, you know how to do this? I'm like, no. They're like, well, do you know how to use stuff on your phone? I'm like, barely.
and the thing about it too, there's apps for everything now. Everything, any little thing you want to do, there's apps for it.
Yes, there's apps for even, like, restaurants, games, like anything that you can look up these days. And these kids are really smart, where they're gonna, be on these apps or YouTube, And all these kids are out here playing on these tablets, phones. They even have phones at a young age.
That's what
Tablets.
I've seen kids with an actual cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, cell
Like
phone.
they were talking on it, like it was their personal phone. I'm like, I didn't have that.
Yeah, we're like, what the heck? But and then these kids, they don't like playing outside. They like to stay inside. And I think it's really good for kids to get out the outdoor experience, like to go outside, go play on the playground, go make some friends, go be social. Because we told them when we were little, we used to go play all the time
Oh, yeah.
outside,
We were
like
playing outside.
24/7.
Our parents would have to drag us inside, like I was saying. You know, like they would have to make us come inside because if not, we would have been outside all day, all night. Like we'd be playing, running around the neighborhood, and then our parents would have to drag us in, like you know, get your butt inside. You know, we'd be like, no, I want to play, you know, kind of type thing, you know.
But I mean, yeah, with all the stuff that's coming out now, a lot of technology and stuff like that, it's easier to do a lot of things, but at the same time, I mean, kids are not really going outside anymore or anything like that. You know, I mean, with social media and all that, I mean, you could do a lot now. You could shop online. I mean, don't get me wrong, because I've been able to find a lot of stuff that I normally wouldn't find, you know, around here, online and stuff like that, which is a good thing. But at the same time, you know, like I said, people get stuck on it too much, and you know, need to disconnect every once in a while for a little
Or, you know,
while.
like you were saying, everything's online. You know, like you know, I noticed there's some stores that are closing down because you know a lot of things are online.
Like Toys R Us.
Rest in peace,
I
Toys
grew-
R Us.
Yes, I grew up on Toys R Us. My kids grew up on Toys R Us. My
That was
little
our
kids
childhood
were,
right
and all of
there.
a sudden when I heard they were closing down, I was like, "What?"
Toys R Us
Really?
was our childhood.
I was a kid
And
when I
the
used
and the
to
fact
go
that
there.
Toys R Us is going out of business,
That's
it's
sad.
a heartbreaker.
Yeah,
Honestly, it breaks my heart to see stuff like that
Yeah,
go. You know,
I mean, like-
because you know when I was a kid, I would tell my dad, you know, my dad would be like, hey, you want to go? We're gonna buy you a toy. Where do you want to go? Toys R Us. We go to Toys R Us all the time, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, like I say, it breaks my heart to see that kind of stuff go because that's my childhood.
Yeah,
That-
and like I told them, I mean, my dad used to take us there when we were small, and then to, like I said, to hear that it was closing down, I was sad about that. I was ashamed, really ashamed, because like I said, I mean, I bet you a lot of people, a lot of you guys, the one like your parents or you guys, their parents used to take them to Toys R Us and stuff like that, and everything like that, and I mean, to hear something like that, something that was part of your life like that, you know, they closed down because of social media. I mean, that's sad. I mean,
It's not really social media. It's
well,
more,
not
it's more,
really
it's more like
social
the
media.
internet. You know?
The internet, because I
Yeah.
mean, the reason they said they closed that down was because
You can buy everything online. Everything.
So they were losing business because a lot of people weren't.
It's like, you know,
Shopping there.
you know, instead of walking in the store and going to buy something, you know, like people are like, yeah, I'll just order
I
online.
just order online and it comes to them and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's why it's like, you know, like most people did that, and then that's mostly why they ran out of business.
Yeah,
But
and that's sad because that was a really good story. I mean, it had a lot of memories for us and for my kids, and I'm pretty sure for a lot of you out there.
you know,
Stuff
like
like
for
that.
you know for people out there who took in your kids to Toys R Us, you know, like it was a really big thing, you know, a real big thing to go. And it's like, you know, Toys R Us will be missed, you know,
Yeah.
like, cause like he said, it was his childhood. It was our childhood, you know. It's like we took our sisters there a couple of times, you know, but
When they were small.
when they were
well, they're small, but I mean,
Right.
for the birthdays. and
for the
stuff.
birthdays, we'll take them, go buy a toy. Christmas, we'll go get them a
Yeah.
toy, you know. It's like, you know, it's a very good place, you know, like, and it like I said, it breaks my heart to see it go.
And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other businesses out there that happening too, and probably places that were, you know, they meant something to a lot of people out there and stuff like that. But I mean, rest in peace, Toys R Us. Too bad you'll be missed.
Yep.
But no, like I
But-
said, with times changing now, and that goes for everything. I mean, we also me and my sons are into cars and stuff like that, and a lot of stuff like a lot of the I told them back in our days were lowriders and muscle cars, and nowadays. You know, you
Oh, yeah.
still got your lowriders out there, you got your muscle cars, but now it's over the trucks.
Yeah, these
and-
days it's truck clubs, it's import clubs, it's tuner clubs. It's like, you know, like people who are like, you know, people. It's different kind of things out there. You know, like you know, you got your truck and you got your truck events. You know, like where a bunch of trucks come together and they just to show off, their trucks, or cars come together to show off their cars, or like this thing that goes on every Saturday here in Bakersfield for people who are out there who are watching, from different parts of the world, is that like from here in Bakersfield. I know it goes on everywhere else, but I want to let you guys know, here in Bakersfield we had this thing called Car Meets. Right here in Bakersfield, it goes on every Saturday night, and it's a big old group of people who show off their trucks, their cars, their like he said, there's still lowriders. We see lowriders there that go there. It's just these events that go on. It's like back then, like he said, it was just the lowriders and everything. But the only thing that's probably I'm a fan of the meets. I can say I'm a fan of the meets. But
and I have been there a couple times.
Yeah,
honestly,
I took her a couple times with me, and
I loved it. Honestly, if you're a girl, and you go, it's really fun. It's a really cool experience, and I really enjoyed experiencing it.
And then
out there,
but the only thing that kind of kills it for me out there is I enjoy the meets, I enjoy burnouts, but the thing is these guys overdo it. These guys they'll swing around, they'll burn out too much. It's like, okay, I get a burnout here, a burnout there, and then stop and then enjoy the rest of the meet. But these guys, they burn out back to back, man. Like it's like, that's the only thing that kind of kills it for me. I get you guys are having fun. You guys want to swing it, but it's one thing to want to park and chill and look at different people's cars or people's projects, that they're going on. Like me, like I can't lie. I like seeing other people's projects. I like seeing other people's work, because like me, I'm a car enthusiast myself. I got two 350Zs. One's my project car and one's the daily. And so my other one, my project, that's my project car, and I want to be able to fix it up and just put it out and just show it out there to everybody. Show them what I'm building, show them what I'm doing. But the thing is that it's hard to enjoy that kind of thing, show off your build and everything, is when you got people who are kind of overdoing those kind of things, like kind of ruining the spots, like I wish some people would kind of like calm down on that, a little bit. Like, because we can enjoy the meets, like see other people's projects, people's cars. I love that. As a car enthusiast as myself, I love seeing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but like I said, there's a lot of difference nowadays. I mean, a lot has changed. I always talk to my kids about stuff about the way things are now and the way things were then and stuff. Like, a lot of things have changed. And if you guys got any comments or anything like that or any questions or anything on what we've talked about,
comment down below and let us know.
And subscribe.
And also, if you want some old dad stories, please let us know.
Oh, if you want
some throwbacks, ask your dads or your moms about their times, and give us some of you guys' stories or some of you guys' comments, or maybe some questions you guys want to ask us, or about things. Yeah, just
and then we'll make a video, and then
or check this out too. If you guys want to request any sort of like idea you guys got, like we're talking like
something you
skit,
like us to do.
A skit. I kind of regret saying this because she's gonna get mad. Like if you guys want to request a prank, go ahead, just shoot it down in the comments. Shoot down skits you would like to see. Or if you want to like. And like me, I would like to show you guys car things. Like if you guys want to know anything about like a car kind of thing, just like kind of like throw it out there. Like if you guys want to know something about the meets, I'll take because it's not just her. It's not just her on the channel. It's her, me, and my father. If you guys want to know anything about the meets, or if you want to see my experiences at the meets, comment down below. I will
probably do some videos.
Comment down below. I will show you my experiences over at the meets. It's me and my buddy Isaiah. You'll be seeing him real soon. Well, if you guys want to see that my experiences over at the meets, you'll see my buddy Isaiah real soon, and she'll be on her channel sometime showing vlogging daily.
I'll show some vlogs, and we'll also do a few other things like we have been doing. But also, it's all three of us. So if you want to individually see something, comment down below, and then
if you want to see a vlog on what I do, comment down. If you want to see a vlog on him, comment down. If you want to see a vlog on what's going on with her, just comment, subscribe, and just turn your notifications on and let us know.
If we take a little time sometimes to put something out there, it's because we're working on some stuff. Like I said, we got some stuff coming.
Yeah,
we got some comedy. We got some. We're working on.
We got fun. We got fun skits coming. We got some comedy that's coming. That's gonna make you guys laugh your butts off, man. And then like we got some vlogs coming too. You know, like man, I'm gonna start vlogging what's going on, you know, in my life. You know, I'll update you guys on you know what's going on, what I'll be doing and everything. You know.
But okay, well.
Well, with this video is so long, so we're gonna.
And sorry, we try to make it as interesting as we could for right now. But like I said, it is gonna get better. We have a lot more stuff coming up. But thank you.
But like I said, stay tuned.
Yep.
Make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and share this video. And also, we want to hear what you guys think down in the comments. So let me know.
Okay.
And thank you for being here with
Crew Lanes.
Crew Lanes.
All right, Crew Laners,
Bye.
subscribe, comment, let us know. All right,
Bye.
later, Crew Lane.